Hello, my name is James Francisco and welcome to the video tutorial on how to make booklets. Here's some of the materials you'll need. You'll have to create your own design, whether it be in InDesign or Illustrator beforehand. This is the design I made for a project for school. They are journals for lucid dreams. Always want to double check your work and make sure everything is assembled correctly. I would actually advise against doing what I'm about to do, which is spray gluing indoors. I would recommend going outside. If you have to do it indoors, make sure it's very ventilated and make sure you have something to cover your face, as the glue is very bad for your lungs. And here I'm using a light as a backdrop to kind of line up my crop marks. Make sure you pinch your pages down securely so they don't move around. I tend to roll the top page back up and hold it with my other hand so that I can spray. Press it down from the middle out. And then flip the paper around to glue your remainder. Press down flat and voila. Okay, so after you get your first one done, just rinse and repeat. I'm actually spraying on an old closet door, and then also putting scrap paper underneath my signatures so that I don't get glue on everything and so things don't stick to each other. Here's my dog Honey Bunny. She decided to make a cameo. And there you go. Okay, next step is folding all your signatures. This is a fairly easy process. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna switch out my glasses here from my old used glasses to my new nice ones. I tend to do that because the spray glue is very difficult to get off of stuff. So here are my completed signatures and I am ready to fold. So I line up and pinch down my crop marks, and once I get those down secure, I flatten the page, press firmly, and using a card or a piece of paper, I fold from the center out. It's so easy. Okay, so I make a small hole directly on my crop marks, right where I want the blade to pass, on both the top and the bottom. And I'm going to use these as guides to place my ruler. So with the blade in the hole, push the ruler directly against the side of the blade and do the same for the other crop mark. This way your ruler is exactly where it needs to be. Firm downward pressure with your head directly over the top of the blade. It's better to cut lightly and go over a couple times rather than press down firmly and cut once. You're less likely to veer off. Make sure you don't cut all the way through the page. You're going to want to stop somewhere around your second crop mark so that you preserve your crop marks when you're going to cut the other edge. And there you go. So to bind it, you're going to want to measure out a good distance, an equal distance from the top and the bottom of your page to staple. And what you're going to want to do is make a little mark where you want it on both sides. I use a thimble to push through because it's pretty difficult to grip a needle with enough force to push it through a bunch of signatures. Now you're ready for staples. So with two staples handy, you're going to want to take out one of your marker needles, place one end of the staple inside the hole, and use the other end to make a really slight mark so that you know where to put your other hole for the staple. Now that you've done that, all that's left is to push the staple through. And once you have the staple through, you just bend the two ends down with your fingers. Easy. So do the same for the second, and I believe that should be it for your booklet. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I hope it was useful.